Okay, so, use Chrome. Well, thanks, because I am. Am I live? Am I not live? What's going on? Told me there was an error, but that was in the playback. Apparently I'm live. How do I share this? You know, like, is that a thing that I can do? Well, good question. There's no age restriction, which is nice. Save. What do I... Wait, share. Ha ha. Okay. Alright. Dude. YouTube makes this kind of hard. Hello, if you're watching this, which I don't really know that anyone is. Concurrent viewers 1. I wonder if that's me, myself, and I. I feel like it is, but, like, I'm not shocked or upset because I really just wanted to test doing this. Okay. So, this is the thing. YouTube has done a thing for the past however many years that I've been doing YouTube. Let me just check, because here, no drop frames, cool. YouTube just seems to make things really complicated these days. Like, really complicated. So, got the Rona. No, I didn't. I don't have coronavirus. I'm totally fine. Yeah, YouTube just makes it hard, okay? I had to hit a button, I don't even know if it's live, and then you have to click. I know this sounds stupid, right? But when you go live, it gives you the stream, or when you get your stream key, there's a link underneath it called the stream link. And I was like, okay, maybe that's the link to share the stream. But obviously it's not, because it was RTMP. It wasn't a link. So that I found interesting. And that's why the first probably 5 streams that I've done on YouTube have just not been accessible. No, it was only 2. Yes, I can see your chat. Okay, cool, this works. Cool, okay. I had OBS open over the chat, which is really smart. So, yeah, I find YouTube a little bit more complicated, which sounds really stupid, but basically, the new YouTube Creator Studio thing that they're doing is nothing like I've been doing YouTube for 11 years now, so I'm like an OG creator, but an OG low tier creator. But the point I'm getting at is that it's kind of difficult to operate the YouTube backend now. Like, I had a video that I uploaded that didn't even have comments enabled, and I don't disable comments because that's like part of my excitement of making videos, is seeing what people think about it. Like, why would I upload a video and not want people to talk about it? Like, that just seems weird, you know? So yeah, I didn't know what happened there. I didn't even know that comments were disabled. That's why it took me over a week, and I was so annoyed because I was like, wow, the engagement sucks because no one's commenting. And then I had a look, I watched the video, and I was like, there are no comments on this. So I had to go back and find out where the disabled comments section was so that I could enable comments, because I hadn't disabled them. And I don't know why they disabled them. Well, they've probably changed like years ago. It's been transitioning into the Creator Studio thing for like the past 3 years, and I hate it because I just like the old Creator Studio and the old Creator backend. Yeah, that was far more enjoyable for me. And this is the thing, like when you go live on Twitch, right, you hit start streaming on your like streaming software, and then it goes live. Like, there's no press another button, look for another thing, like, look in the deep, like, whereas YouTube, you hit go live, and this says you're going live, and then it gives you a preview of what your stream will look like, which makes it look, in my eyes, like you're live, because that's how it looks on Twitch, which I'm far more familiar with, which is stupid because I hardly ever do anything anyways, but that's not the point. And then you have to click a button that says go live. And then in order to get the link to the stream, because previously they've advertised the stream link, which is something for actually going live in the first place, I don't understand it, you have to hit the share button. And like, to be honest with you, if I was to open my own YouTube channel, I wouldn't even know where to find this stream. Hang on, let me open it up. Okay. It's in my recommended. That makes it kind of easy. Alright, I am recommended that I watch myself. Oh, that'd be funny. If I start, oh, that'd be funny. Ooh, Jasmine Garcia no longer works with ACT. Oh, see, YouTube's good at sucking you in and getting you addicted. Okay, I'm gonna open that in a new tab. I should be studying. I'm so annoyed. And I wish that I could see my fucking marks. So, okay, I posted it in the Discord, which I don't have a link to for YouTube. Sorry. I couldn't be bothered setting up a chat bot for YouTube that I don't even know if I'm going to stream on often enough. But, where was I going with this? Ooh, I thought I did really well on this assignment. And then I got... I thought I did well on this assignment, and I got 21 out of 40. And I need to... I can't believe I got that. Fuck. I don't know why I remind myself. I don't know how I got such a low mark. Like, I'm honestly upset. Like, I don't understand. I need to breathe. I don't know how I got such a low mark. Like, it's a pass, but I'm not, like, a passing student. I'm, like, a distinction student. Like, I'm a 6 GPA, and that's why I'm like, okay, cool. So now if I get a 4 or a 5 in that, I need to get 2 7s in my other subject. So, I'm a little annoyed. I need to find out, and I'm trying to look at why I got such a low mark. I really hope that that's... See, in my marks, it says the assessment is marked, but then it's got a little thing saying needs marking. So I'm hoping that maybe it's still in the process of being finalized, and that's why I can't see the feedback. But let me just have a look and see if I can see the feedback, because I really want to know what the fuck I did wrong. I cannot believe... I'm so upset with myself for getting a pass. And I don't know why I can't see feedback on it. And, like, I would probably never have admitted that you have no additional feedback. Well, why not? Like, feed to me. Feed me back. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. I don't know. Wait, part 2? I don't know. So that's upsetting me. Yeah, so normally they don't give feedback on like tests or exams, but assignments they definitely do. So I really hope that when I get feedback on that, it actually explains what I did wrong. Because, I don't know, did I just like miss the idea entirely? I thought I got it. I thought I got it in one. But apparently I didn't. Really frustrating. Really frustrating. Because... Anyway, I wouldn't admit it previously, but I'm beginning to think that maybe I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to uni, and I shouldn't be surprised by that at all, because eating disorders tend to flourish in people who are perfectionists. It's this black and white, good or bad, yes or no, do it or don't do it kind of mentality that I wouldn't say creates, but certainly perpetuates eating disorder thoughts like this, it's a good food, it's bad food. It's a good assignment, it's a bad assignment. You got to do it perfectly or you don't do it at all. That kind of thing. And I don't know why, I never admitted it to myself. But like getting that mark on the first assignment for this subject, ooh, not happy. And so because I'm a perfectionist and that perpetuates my kind of like eating disorder struggles, the fact that I just went and bought a whole bunch of carbs, which do not tell my dad that I did that, is upsetting. I'm hoping that it's not my actual mark. I know that sounds stupid because obviously it's going to be my mark. It might not be though, because it's still got a little dot saying needs marking. So, yeah, that's not necessarily like an eating disorder though. That could very much be just stress. Stress is a massive factor in appetite. I just know that when I don't have control on things, or when I don't do perfectly, or whatever the case may be, I'm like, oh, that's okay, I can control my food. I'll just like cut out all the food that I like, or all the food that I've been eating, or no, no. I want to. I want to not eat them. I want to use them. This is really sick shit, so I apologize. But I almost want to keep them and never eat them and be like, look at me with all my self-control. But instead, I'm going to eat them because I have to, because I can't recover from this disorder with the same things that got me into it. Like, I thought that recovery was forcing myself to... I'll actually... I was going to post a photo in the Discord, but I couldn't be bothered. It'd just be for a week. Well, I don't know. I just need to... Well, it's just, I'm getting anxious, sorry. Well, I don't know how long this is going to have to go for. And I don't know how long I'm going to have to eat carbs for. And I don't know what's going to happen to my body, And I know that's a stupid thing to worry about. Like, who cares what your body does? Can it get you up and moving? That's all that matters. That really should be all that matters. Like, I am so privileged to be able to exercise. I can walk, I can run, I can do things with my body. Like, I am able-bodied and I am strong and I am fit and I am healthy, and that is all that I should really be thinking about right now, right? Like, I should really be focusing on the fact that I am healthy, I am happy, and that is all that matters. And so when it comes to this food, I don't know why I go silent as soon as I start thinking about the food that I have. I need to just eat it. Like, I need to just remove all the rules that I have around what I should and shouldn't eat, right? Because I should eat whatever the fuck there is. And I should eat whatever is going to feed me, right? And there is no should or shouldn't. There is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. It's food, right? And legs are still hella sore. My hip flexors are a little tight, but I'm going to keep stretching them out, and that's okay. So I have muesli, yogurt, rice cakes, tomatoes, and cottage cheese. And I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself because I didn't look at any of the nutrition labels while I was there. And once it was in my basket, I kept it in the basket. That was what I was having. And I filmed it because I was scared. It was scary. It was really scary. But I filmed, not the entire thing, but like I filmed myself deciding on what I wanted, because like there are so many mueslis. There are so many mueslis. Yeah, food that's tasty. Yeah. I don't know. I can, yeah, I got filmed because I'm making a video about this because I think it'd be something to do. I think when I make videos, I'm not necessarily doing it for views or anything like that. It definitely is encouraging, but for the most part, I'm just documenting my life. So I documented me going to the grocery store. I documented this whole challenge, like me talking about it, and like the goals and the objectives. But like a grocery shop for $15 where I got muesli and yogurt, rice cakes, tomatoes, and cottage cheese. That's 5 items, right? And it's not really a grocery shop. Like, it's not a lot of food. And like, it doesn't include any dinners or lunches. So now I feel like I have to go back to the shops to get some kind of meat or some kind of... I honestly can't think what people eat for lunch. Like sandwiches? I don't want sandwiches. Like, this is difficult. I don't know what people eat. And I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to like explore, and I'm trying to challenge myself. Like, I'm not doing this to feel good, right? Because me feeling good is me living my eating disorder. Me feeling good about food is me restricting all the things that I'm allowed to eat and only eating a handful of safe foods. And now I feel like I'm gonna cry because I just thought of like a Vegemite sandwich and was like, I can have a Vegemite sandwich if I wanted one. What weird thought! You could just have a Vegemite sandwich. Like, I know that sounds so stupid because like a Vegemite sandwich shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's a massive deal for me. Like, to sit down and have a sandwich. Like, just a sandwich. I don't have a toaster. But like, sandwiches aren't made with a toaster. You make them with bread. And like, I'm trying to steer away from anything that is designed to be health conscious. And that's why, like, when I was at the shops and I filmed me saying this, if I saw something that advertised itself as being high protein or low fat or low sugar or high fat, or if it advertised itself as anything, I refused to get it because I need to stop living by rules that it needs to be healthy, it needs to be this, it needs to be that. It doesn't. It just needs to be food. Is it edible? Then that's fine. I don't want to look, I mean, I might look at recipe ideas, but I don't want to look at meal plans, and I don't want to look at recommendations, and I don't want to know how many calories I'm eating. I don't want to know what calories I'm eating. Eat more portions to make a lifestyle choice. What do you mean? Like, I mean, generally fat people don't eat more and lose weight. Well, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. At this stage, I'm just going to kind of eat food. A variety of healthy food. I don't know. I don't know. I think I shouldn't be thinking about health at the moment, because as soon as I start thinking about health, I start saying that everything is bad. as soon as I start, I need to stop judging food, right? Because to me, variety is not healthy. I don't know why, but I think eating more foods, more types of food, for whatever reason in my head sounds like a dumb idea. Sounds bad, right? Don't know what that means. So I think what I need to look at, because if I start saying let's eat healthy, I cut everything out and I just eat chicken and veg, or chicken and almonds rather, because vegetables I thought were too bloating, which they really are quite uncomfortable for me to eat. But that's because I haven't built a tolerance to them. And as a meat-based animal, we need to have a tolerance to these things. Like you need to eat them to be able to eat them. It's like dairy is something that we shouldn't really eat. It's great for us, but after a couple generations, you can make someone lactose intolerant by not feeding them lactose. So, yes. My point here is that I am not going to think about health because the other thing is, like, during this stressful time, I need less stress, right? I need less things to worry about. And if I'm worrying about how healthy my food is, I'm not going to stop worrying about that. I'm not going to stop stressing about that. I'm not going to let myself think anything other than, but how many calories has it got? But how many this? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, I need to relinquish the idea that food can be good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, right? I need to embrace the idea that if food serves a purpose for your emotional, psychological, spiritual, social, or physical health, it is healthy, right? And so it might be a really spiritual experience to sit there and eat a Vegemite sandwich. I don't think it's a spiritual experience. I'm not praying about it, But like even a peanut butter sandwich, like normal peanut butter, not health food peanut butter. Like everything that I buy has to be either advertised as health food or not packaged. Like if it's not, and I'm changing that. I'm trying to change that. So I don't want to look at what's healthy. I don't want to look at what's in it. I don't want to know. I just want to get a thing. Well, like, yes, chocolate made me uncomfortable. Vegetables make me uncomfortable. Anything that isn't chicken and almonds makes me uncomfortable. And so when it comes to how am I going to fare with all these different things, it doesn't fucking matter. I need to learn how to eat. Like, I need to learn how to be like, I'm hungry and yeah, I want a Vegemite sandwich, so I'm going to make a fucking Vegemite sandwich. I don't know Vegemite or bread. Like, I don't have it yet. I'm not there yet. But I'm trying to kind of take note of, like, a Vegemite sandwich does actually feel like something I should be allowed to eat. That sentence of, I should be allowed to eat this. Like, who's making the rules? Who's saying, oh, you're allowed this, you're not allowed that? Who, like, at what point do I get punished for eating something? And admittedly, I used to punish myself for eating things. And that's just fucking disgusting behavior. And no one should do that. If you have an ethical or like a moral high ground around what you allow yourself to eat, I would suggest getting help. Because you shouldn't be punishing yourself for eating something or anything. Like, yeah, if I want a fucking Vegemite sandwich, that shouldn't be a problem. I don't really know why it is to me. And I honestly had a meltdown before I went to the grocery store today. Because I really didn't think I could do it. I was really quite scared. Quite very, 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 very scared. I was terrified. Because I've not eaten normally for years and years. And I've never, like, I can't remember just eating whatever. Like, I cannot remember that. How did I punish myself? You do not want to know. I will not publish that. I will not tell you. One, because it is not okay to tell someone how to do that. No, that's mainly the reason why I won't tell you. And also because I don't really want to make people worried about me. Because I'm not doing that anymore. And above all else, I don't think it is right for me to tell you how I punished myself, because it would give some people ideas of how they can punish themselves. And the only thing I want to say here is that you shouldn't punish yourself for eating. And one thing I've really had to learn is that your body shows up every day, whether you ask it to or not, right? And so if you are eating I'm going to say a subjective term because it could really mean anything. The definition to this is loose. But if you're feeding yourself complete shit, okay. I just got a text being your credit card application is nearly complete. I'm I know, I stopped for a reason. Hey, player, how are you? But yeah, if you are feeding your body complete shit, right? And that could be just excessive amounts of sugar-free food because you don't want to have a single fucking calorie, or eating all of the sugar and none of the whole foods. It doesn't matter how you define feeding yourself complete shit, right? If you were eating things that are less than perfect, I don't know how to define this, but if you, I'm trying to think, people obviously get ridiculously overweight, and that's not a slanderous thing to say. It's obviously possible for a human being to get overweight, right? We all know that, I'm pretty sure. But you know what? They keep waking up. Their body keeps going, all right, let's try again. Your body doesn't really have a say in what you feed it, right? And what you do. Because when I did that workout on Twitch the other day, right? A water fast in a couple of days. I have to try to resist the urge to eat anything. Do I have any tips? No, I'm not a doctor. That's what I'm going to say about that. I need to be responsible. My advice would be see a doctor. Talk to your doctor about it. That's good advice. Look at me. So when I did that workout the other day, right, my body may not have asked me to do those movements, right? But I said, hey, we're going to do this. And my body's like, oh, fuck, okay. All right, we're doing it. Yeah, wow. Oh, shit, we just did that. And same with what you eat, right? I kind of say, all right, I want to have chicken every day for the rest of my life, thank you. And my body goes, what about, other stuff? And I go, no, chicken. And they're but, other stuff? And I'm oh, you mean almonds. What about almonds? Okay, almonds and chicken. All right, that's a meal. And they're I don't know. Body goes, I don't know. But you know what? My body took it like a fucking champ. And it was all right, we're eating chicken. We're eating chicken and we're eating almonds. And that's all we're going to fucking eat. And that's my lot in life, you know. My body and your body shows up. You tell it what you're going to do, and it shows up. And I think what I'm trying to do now is realize that maybe my body didn't ask for chicken and almonds for the last year. Maybe my body doesn't want me to limit what I'm allowed to eat. Maybe my body doesn't want me to read how many calories are in things before I eat. Maybe my body really wants a chocolate pudding. I don't know that it does, but it might. And I can't say that it doesn't. And like, it's just really weird because you have the opportunity to tell your body what it's going to do. And like, when you have this dualism, it's a really weird kind of mindset, I guess. You'll live through it. Yes, but I think I think it's probably not a bad thing to get medical advice. Do as I say, not as I do. Your body was fighting for you to not do the exercise? Yeah. Well, see, that's what I mean. Like, most people hear that I ate chicken twice a day for 6 months? 6 or 7 months. And they're like, oh, but like, what else? And I'm like, oh, eggs for breakfast with almonds. And then chicken and almonds. And then pre-workout and post-workout. Sure. Apparently YouTube doesn't like swear words. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Don't worry, I like swear words. Have to resist the urge to eat when your tummy won't stop bugging you. Yeah. I mean, I don't think like that idea. I know that there are benefits to fasting, but the idea, the more I think about it, to hear what your body is asking for and then tell it no scares me now, which is good. Not in like, oh my God, scary, but like the idea that, my body is asking for something. Why would I deny it that? Like, if your body said, I'm tired and I need to sleep, right? At what point would you say, oh, no? And I know that we have the ability to power through, consume caffeine, go without sleep, bang out an assignment, apparently fucking pass it, and do not much else. But the point is, if someone said to you, every time I do this thing, it hurts, but I keep doing it, wouldn't that just sound really weird? Like, I know that sometimes I get pain in my back if I don't do exercise, right? And that's just an honest thing that is really annoying me about this whole gyms being closed thing. I would love to be able to do weights right now because my back is starting to hurt. But if I kind of said, oh, when I don't work out, I get back pain, so I've stopped working out, you'd kind of go, but why wouldn't you listen to your body? Like, your body's telling you need to do this thing. Why aren't you doing the thing, right? Your brain wants to, I don't think fasting is going to make you lose. Fasting will make you drop weight for the days you're fasting, but then as soon as you go back to eating normally, I don't think fasting is a good way. Like, I think fasting is great for mental benefits and for, emotional well-being and a different relationship with food. But I think if you're wanting to look at weight loss, it's like a long-term thing. And like an everyday relationship with food type thing. Which is the same with the problem is, I know how to lose weight. I know how to lose weight quick. I know how to do it really, 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 really quickly. But like, I'm trying to think of it from like a holistic health standpoint now. Brain often tells you, your body often tells you it wants sugar. Yes, because sugar is addictive. And if you eat sugar, and this is why I stopped eating sugar. I need to be okay with this though. When you cut out sugar, when you consume carbohydrates, your blood sugar spikes and then it crashes. And when it crashes, your body goes, oh, we need more. And then it crashes. And then, oh, we need more. So every time you eat sugar, you are basically guaranteeing the fact that you will then need more sugar. And then eventually, the baseline comes up so that you need your blood sugar to be at a higher low point, and then it says, we need more sugar, right? And then eventually, your body just always says it needs sugar. You can have fucking shitloads of sugar in your body, and it's like, oh, we don't have enough. How do I lose weight quick? Well, I don't think you should. You shouldn't. Like, definitely don't. That shouldn't be the goal. It should be sustainable health changes. Listen to me. Who is she? Yeah. So yeah, Moshi, you probably would eat sugar every day, all day. It's weird. I'm letting myself eat sugar. And I'm trying to have, like, a good mindset about it. But yeah, A player, I definitely wouldn't recommend losing weight quickly. I would recommend making health changes for the rest of your life. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just on the other end of the spectrum where I dropped to a bad weight. I dropped to a weight that I haven't been since I was in my eating disorder, and then I realized, oh, I'm probably not recovered. Probably not even in recovery at this point. So that's why I decided that I'm going to have no weight goals. I don't want to gain, I don't want to lose, I don't want to do anything. I just want to eat food. Isn't fasting also good for healing the body? Anecdotally, yes. Jury's still out. There is some evidence to suggest that, what's it called? What is it called? You got ketosis, and then you've got where the cells eat the dead cells. Oh, what is that called? Oh my god, I've completely forgotten the word for it. But basically, there's some study to suggest that, yes, going without food for a few days helps the body with cell turnover. I just can't remember the name for that cell turnover. That's gonna kill me now. But yeah, I don't think I don't think most people can do it without the connotations of weight loss. And I think if you're doing it for weight loss, you shouldn't do it. I think if you're doing anything for weight loss, I wouldn't do it. I would recommend not doing it. Because I don't think that weight loss, like, have you ever walked on the street and found weight? Have you ever turned around and realized, oh fuck, I don't know where my weight went? You can't find weight, so you can't lose weight, right? That should not be the goal. And I know that's a very, like, oh, what's that word? Oh, my brain is not working. But, like, the idea of losing weight also makes it sound like you're losing something. Why wouldn't you want to gain health? Like that, and that's what I used to always tell my clients as a PT, you know, we're not losing weight here. We're learning how to do things, right? Like, weight loss isn't the goal. Weight loss, changes in your physique may be a happy, accidental coincidence that takes place at the same time because we're looking after our health now and we're learning how to do things with our body. And we are prioritizing our health and we are actively, like, moving and eating better because, you know, but I don't think weight loss is a goal. Well, it's not. I mean, no, it's not a good goal. And neither really is weight gain, right? Like, I think a goal would be to, like, focus on your health for 3 years and then if you're doing the right thing by your body, it will sit where it needs to sit naturally and healthfully. And that's not going to be, like, at no point does a Homo sapien, back when they were fucking, like, hunter-gatherers, at no point did we have 600-pound people back then, right? Because they didn't worry about weight gain or weight loss or the flavor of their food. They saw a buffalo, they killed it, they ate it for the next week, or however long buffalo lasts in a village of however many people the village was, and they moved and they lived actively, and, you know, they worked for their food and they ate food that was whole foods, and the point I'm getting at here is that it's not until recently that we've been able to eat hyper palatable food, which basically means food that is so tasty you can eat more of it than you should. Hello, sugar. That we've been able to gain these excessive amounts of weight and basically shut off the response that the body gives when it's like, I'm full now. And I think if you move to the goal being health, then the body will sit where it needs to in terms of weight. And that's not going to be at an overweight point. They didn't have access to drive through anything. They had to work for their food. And I'm not saying that you should now work out every time you want to eat. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you eat healthfully and focus on what your body needs and do things that are good for your body, right? Like eating good foods, and just remove the entire aspect of weights, like how much you weigh. Who cares how much you weigh? Like, unless you're unable to get on a roller coaster. But even then, right? Like, okay, that weight is what the roller coaster is basing your eligibility on. But I wouldn't then be like, well, let's get to a weight that you can get on the roller coaster. No, I would say, okay, well, let's just choose healthier things for the next year, and let's see what happens to your body. Because I don't think that you can eat healthy and move actively and be an overweight human. Controversial thought. Yeah. And I also know that for myself it won't happen. Because I've got a lot of muscle. I'm still active. I'm still moving. I'm not eating to excess. Should care that you don't get obese, though. I don't know how to respond to that question because I don't know how people get obese. And I know that is a terribly judgmental, closed-minded thing, if you can avoid it, yes. I know this is incredibly judgment. It's just a gross thing to say, but I don't know how people become obese. And that's a sad part of me, but I don't know how it happens. I just can't fathom it. So yes, I think that there should be an element of focusing on your health and your activity and your holistic health, right? I'm not just talking about weight, because weight isn't health. But I just don't know, I think that if you dispose of the idea of health, that is the only way that a person can become obese, right? Because even for me, I just don't understand it. I know it sounds really privileged, but I've tried to gain weight in the past and I've gotten up to a pretty heavy weight. Again, I'm saying this doesn't matter, but I haven't been able to get, at some point you have to stop listening to your body when it says stop feeding me in order to get obese. And I don't know how, that's not health, right? It is not healthy to eat when you're no longer full, or when you're already full, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that contribute to people disposing of their health. I just don't know. Because, I used to eat shit, right? I used to eat complete shit. And I was chunky, and I was thick, and I would say that I was fat. I was pretty fucking fat. But I wasn't. Looking back on it, my weight was still in the healthy ranges. And I crinkle at my nose at that because I don't know how that's healthy for some people. And it is. But it must be so difficult to get overweight. Like, I would really need to work at it to get overweight. There's actually a documentary called From Fit to Fat and Back. And it's a good documentary. But it's kind of interesting because he's a personal trainer, and he has told himself that he's got a year to get overweight and then back, or 2 years. I think it was 1 year. And he basically just starts eating junk every day, all day, and doesn't work out at all. And I think he is successful in getting, he does get overweight, but I don't know, like, I don't get it. And I think the other thing is the food that people eat that makes them overweight is programmed with things that tell you you're not full yet. Well, the food is engineered with ingredients that program you to think you're not full yet. I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. And maybe I'm just overly conscious of the fact that I don't want to. Like, I'm very much on the other end of the spectrum. I'm very much on the other end of the spectrum where it's like I could very easily get underweight. And I don't think that's healthy either. But I don't know. Maybe that'd be a fun challenge for me, trying to get obese. I tried to be obese for a month. Oh, the YouTube views. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be a funny video. Come on, that'd be funny. Ow, nerve pain in my hip. I miss the gym. That's the other thing. Like, how do you, like, there are so many people that don't work out. That's fine. Like, I get it. But, like, I'm in pain when I'm not at the gym. Like, I'm physically getting pains that I haven't had for years because I'm not lifting weights. And I've got these fucking resistance bands that are apparently shipped that have not moved. And I want them. Honestly, I'm telling you, if I spent a month trying to become obese, I still wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I could do it. I don't think there is any instance where I would roll around and be like, yeah, we're overweight now. Like, I don't know how that happens. I just don't know how that happens. Yeah. It just seems really weird that a person can get that. And this is just like my perspective, and I know it's very close-minded and ignorant and rude. If you just change one food group each week at a time. I mean, I'm trying to challenge my food rules, and I have a lot. I have a lot. And I don't know, like, I'm going to have to eat so many different foods. Like, that's like, there's so many different foods that people eat, and I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to buy them. Like, I know how to buy them. I just don't know, like, see, my idea of a meal is meat or eggs. There's only 1 or 2 ingredients in that, right? Like, 1 ingredient, something to cook it in, and then seasoning for the eggs. Whereas for chicken, it's just chicken and then seasoning. And, like, people eat meals with more than 1 ingredient in them. And I don't know why that's become, like, a rule for me. But, like, I don't, the other thing is, like, and this is not something that I'm saying is healthy, but the idea of having chicken and rice is like, yeah, but I can eat it without the rice. I can eat the chicken on its own. And I don't know why that is the thing where I'm like, yeah, but I'm just adding calories. And that's my thinking is I'm adding calories. And I need to stop thinking about calories. It doesn't give, like, who cares if I'm adding calories? Calorie is just a unit of measurement. It measures energy. I need energy. I'm high energy. I need a lot of calories. And who cares how many calories I'm eating? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, that's the thing that's, like, astounding to me is I think having chicken and rice is adding calories, and so then I can't eat it. Did I used to eat variety? Not really. I think as a kid, we used to have meals with more than one thing on the plate. And then I had to start doing the cooking, and it became toasted cheese sandwiches because that was all I could really eat. And that was the only thing I could really make fatty enough for my mum and brother. I think if you jump into a lot of new foods, you'll regret it and then want to try it again. Yeah, and I mean, I've kind of started safe with things that I've already eaten in the past. So, like, yogurt and muesli. Except the yogurt isn't shit, and the muesli is, like, muesli in a bag instead of, like, nuts and seeds that I put together. Like, some fucking hunter-gatherer-ass bitch. Like, oh, look at me gathering, like, here's some almonds and linseeds that I've put in some fucking sour milk. Legitimately what I was eating and calling it yogurt and muesli. Hey, Matthew. It's been so weird. You're used to eating meat. But now the gym is closed. Yeah. And it's fucking scary. It's like, having the gyms closed for me is, like, really annoying. And then it's like, oh my god, first world problems, the gym's closed. People are dying out here. Like, for real, I feel like it's stupid. But it is still valid, right? This is a big change. This is a massive, scary thing, right? And so I'm having to adjust to going for runs. I'm sorry. I sound like an arrogant teenager for some reason in my head. But again, these are valid, right? Adjusting to new workout styles. And I'm honestly taking this time, Matthew. I haven't told too many people about it if you're not in the Discord, which I have a Discord. I'm taking this time to teach myself that a calorie is just a unit of measurement for energy, and food, so long as it's not poison, isn't bad for you, right? And there is a whole spectrum of things that can be eaten. Again, not poisons. Don't do poison. Food is good. Ow, my hip is really sore. Hang on. Oh, God, ow. Where was I going with this? Yeah, because I have a video here on YouTube called Meal Prep With Me that I made, like, February, I think. I have no idea when I made it, actually, but, there's a meal prep video, and that was all I was eating. And that was after I started incorporating more foods. So I incorporated mayonnaise, sometimes sun-dried tomato, but, like, only 4 calories worth. And then I incorporated sauerkraut because probiotics. And again, not really calories, right? Like, in that video, I mentioned all the calories in all the food, except for the chicken, the almonds, and the fucking eggs. And, like, food serves a purpose outside of being edible, right? Oh, well, outside of being good for you. Like, how do I explain this? Sorry, I've got YouTube open there, and then it's like, ooh. Your health isn't just physical, right? You got your mental and your emotional. Hey, Gonzo! For tight muscle and help cramps down, eat bananas. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to eat more food, so I might go get bananas. Actually, because they got magnesium in them, so that might be it. I might eat bananas, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I just got really anxious about bananas for some reason. You guys all saw that too. Okay. So yeah, health is more than just physical. It's like psychological and emotional and social, and if a food or if a thing can help any of those like modes of health, I guess, like if you can eat something socially and then get your social kind of health, that's still healthy, right? You've been eating some extremely unhealthy. Also been eating more fruits and veggies, adding more kind of variety. Yeah. And that's like what I'm trying to do, because I don't want to think about food as being healthy or unhealthy, because it will always kind of serve a purpose, right? If I want to have a glass of wine and some chocolate because it'll make me feel better on the inside, then that is healthy, because I'm looking after my emotional health. And my emotional health matters too. And my, my psychological well-being matters too. And my, like the tight muscles and the cramping, if that means having bananas, that matters too, right? Like I shouldn't just rule out foods because it's not chicken. You love going out to a restaurant with a friend? Yeah. Yeah. And like Bob and I, like it was really nice going on dates and having a burger, and with someone who is so incredibly stable with food. Like he is so incredibly balanced, and like if he wants a food, he'll eat a food, right? We went to the library and we brought some chocolate biscuits, and I was very proud of myself because at this stage in my recovery, I was able to just eat the biscuits when I wanted the biscuits. But like when you're in a, like if you want a biscuit, have a biscuit. If you don't want a biscuit, then don't have a biscuit, right? And like having someone there to kind of model my behavior off, because social modeling is really important for all humans, and for all certain like situations as well. But like seeing someone who has never really had an eating disorder before be like, oh, I feel like burgers, or I don't feel like burgers. Because whenever I would eat something out with a friend, it was always like, oh, well, we should get the most greasy, fucking disgusting burger that we can, because that's what I'm allowing myself to do, because I've not eaten as much this day because I needed to eat with you, and I thought if I'm going to have something naughty, I should, like, those thoughts are not present in the average human being. People do not compensate for calories. People do not think that eating more means you should eat less. It might happen naturally because your hunger cues won't kick in for a little while because you've eaten more, but you shouldn't be thinking that here. You should be responding with your hunger cues. And I just always automatically was like, oh, well, I need to calculate out, I'm allowed to eat this and I'm not allowed to eat this, and then I'll eat over this. And anyway, I feel like I've totally lost what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, trying to get variety. That was the point of all of that, I think. I don't fucking know. So yes, health is a whole bunch of different things. It's not just physical health. It is psychological, it is emotional, it is spiritual, and it is social. Did I mention them all? I hope I did. Emotional, psychological, physical, spiritual, social. And so going out for a meal with a friend, even if you get grease, or even if you eat complete shit, like unhealthy foods for your physical health, it's still healthy because you're doing it with a friend and you're sustaining your social health and maybe even your psychological health, right? So that's kind of where I need to go with all of this food thing, is just if I want a glass of wine and a little bit of chocolate, then I'm allowed that, because it is healthy to look after your emotional health, to kind of have an unwinding moment, even if it involves food, right? Just to breathe, just to enjoy a glass of wine, calming down, having some chocolate, enjoying some chocolate, like, and food can be enjoyable. And everyone else is like, wait, it's not for you? And it hasn't been, because I've been not allowing myself to enjoy it, which is stupid. During this time, social and mental health is extremely important. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, these are unprecedented times, and we are experiencing something that is so scary. And, you know, none of us really know what to do. None of us really know how to respond. And I think we really need to take this time to be kind to ourselves. And if you want to have a slice of cake, enjoy the slice of cake. I don't want cake. That's good. I mean, not wanting cake is good. Like, knowing that you're allowed to have something if you want it. Like, this is more so applicable for me than it might be for everyone else in chat, and I apologize if it's not applicable for you, but I'm just kind of like really excited to have this unconditional positive regard for myself. Like, I'm just being kind to myself, which is a really weird thing. I'm being kind to myself in ages. I painted my nails last night. I gave myself a face mask. I painted my nails. I think I had a glass of wine and a little bit of chocolate, and I bought a laptop. Do not tell my bank account. My bank account will find out soon enough, because it's on Zip, so I'm going to pay for it for the rest of the year. But it's okay. You know, like, this is a stressful time, and the last thing that we need to be worrying about right now is what we look like, or how many calories we consume, or what that food is, or what's in the food. And I'm not saying that this is a time to just eat shit, but I am saying that if it is comforting to eat, I don't know, a sandwich or like fruit. I almost bought fruit today, but I panicked and didn't. You know, if it's comforting to enjoy a bit of chocolate and a glass of wine, that's okay. I think it's really important that we take the time to be kind to ourselves, to kind of, you know, like, everyone's posting about how they're learning new languages or starting their business or getting their body together. Like, who cares? Don't use this time to punish yourself with chores and goals and things you're doing and whatever. Like, take this time to be kind to yourself. And yeah, I think I want a Vegemite sandwich. Don't know why I think I want that, but maybe I'll go and buy bread and Vegemite, because I don't have either of them. Like, that's okay. It's okay to eat things that are new to you. And, like, that's another thing. It's exciting to eat things that are new to you. I mean, I have had a Vegemite sandwich in the past, obviously, but I'm not taking this time of stress and uncertainty and fear and like everything's really depressing right now. Going to the shops and seeing everything closed is weird and scary and upsetting. And like, just thinking about like, and I don't want to depress everyone in chat right now, but thinking about all the people that have lost their jobs and people who've lost their lives and, you know, people who are sick right now, or just like all the millions of people who have lost a family member. Like, for fuck's sake, can you imagine? Like, never thought I'd hear you say that. I know, right? Like, I'm excited to, oh my god, imagine a Vegemite sandwich. I might go get one. I might go get it. I'm gonna have a fucking Vegemite sandwich. Going to more parks, yeah. Oh, castle ruins, that sounds awesome. Being out in nature is a huge high. That's awesome. And that was another thing that I did the other day. Actually, literally just yesterday, I went for a walk. And that's, like, fine. And I decided that I was going to go and check out an area that I'd never been to. And I just said, well, let's go this way. And I walked, and I went on a little adventure. And, like, seeing... Oh, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was Sunday. Who cares? What day is it? Let's be honest. And, like, it's awesome to just take this time to let go of expectation, right? I have no need to expect anything of myself. This is a time where I am allowed to just be, right? Like, I can go for a walk and just pick a direction and go and see what's down there and, like, explore a new part of the park, or, you know, just try out a new food, which is what I'm doing. They're not really new foods to me because I've had them all before, but, like, you get what I mean. Yeah, no, I'm really happy for you, Matthew. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I also think I'm getting hungry, and I'm kind of worried because I don't know what I'm going to eat. Oh, maybe I'll have tomato and cottage cheese on a rice cake because I have that. And by that I mean 2, because 2 sounds like a good portion size. And I'm not weighing out anything, and I'm not measuring anything. I haven't had this since I was in grade 7 or 8. It's been a fucking long time. In the mood for mango. I have mango yogurt. That was anxiety provoking. Choosing a yogurt and not seeing the one that I really wanted, but also knowing that I couldn't get the one that I normally get. I was like, fine, I'll get the one that I used to eat as a kid. Because it was my favorite back then. I'm sure I'm still going to love it now. I am going to make my lunch. Why am I not moving? I'm going to make some food and come back with it. Do you guys want to see me eat? Is that a weird thing to say? You agree? It's 10:30 where you are, having some nice yogurt and nice coffee. Nice. Yeah, it's only 11:30 where I am, so... But I only had a wrap with some Nutella and some nut spread for breakfast. And I don't know how many calories are in that, but I'm hungry now. So that's, like, okay. Like, I'm allowed to be okay with... I'm allowed to be hungry. And if I'm hungry, then it probably means that I need to eat. So I'm going to eat. I know this sounds, like, very self-explanatory, but for me, it takes teaching. Well, it's 11:30, so it's almost 12, and I eat at 12. But I'm also, like, no rules. If you're hungry, eat. I had Nutella, yes. I've been trying to have Nutella. Yeah, I'm not gonna read macros or calories or anything. And I'm gonna go make my breakfast, and I'll be back, because I think I'm hungry. I'm pretty sure, sorry, my lunch. I'm hungry, so please stick around. And Nutella is amazing, yeah. Please stick around. I'm gonna be back in just a moment with some food. And you will probably hear me screaming and panicking from the kitchen, because you can see the kitchen. Should I turn the monitor so that you can see me cooking? Hopefully it's not too messy. Check out the kitchen. Come on down, guys. Alright, so. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Alright. This is fine. Cottage cottage cheese and okay. Okay. No, I should chop these first. This is hard. Alright, I'm chopping my tomatoes first. Rinse it. I haven't had fresh produce in so long. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Ooh. I think I'm shaking. Okay. This is fine. I am shaking. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just cutting tomato. It's okay. It's not scary. Wow. Smells yummy. My dad used to grow tomatoes. Okay, so I've got my tomato. Alright, these are much thinner than I remember them being. Whoa, they smell amazing. Whoa! Holy shit. Oh man. Fuck, that smells like nostalgia. Plate. Oh, I am so anxious right now. Whew. Hopefully you guys can see me right now because I'm tripping the fuck out. I also have cottage cheese. I couldn't find a full fat, like, non-marketed one, but this one's probably high in protein. I'm not checking any of the calories or macros or anything though, so who knows what's in it? Not me. Whew, okay. Okay. I haven't had cottage cheese in so long. Oh my god. Whoo. Okay. I think that's a good amount. Oh my god, you guys. Does anyone else get this fucking panicked about food? I'm crying. Oh no, that's not good. Oh well. Alright. And then we add the tomato. Wow, this looks good. Aside from the fact that I'm shaking. And then salt and pepper. Wow. I'm not the biggest fan of pepper, but oh my god, should I take a photo? I'm gonna eat the rest of the tomato too. Oh my god. Who am I? Okay, the tomato is really bland, if I'm being honest. And I'm back. Wow, this is like, wow. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm shaking. Yes, that is a tripod. I filmed my grocery haul when I got home from the grocery store. Oh my god, I don't know if I can hold these still. I'm shaking so much. And I don't know if I'm shaking because of like a sugar come down or if I'm shaking because I'm nervous to eat this. Whoa, salt. Okay. Has everyone got lunch? Everyone eating with me? Anyone else like nervous? Okay, no, it's just food. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. This is tasty. I like this. I haven't had this in a long time. I used to like this when I used to eat this. And now I'm eating it again, so it's good. It is good. And it was easy to make. I remember rice cakes being thicker though. I don't know if I got the wrong thing. I've got some pepper on there, so it doesn't taste too bad. Doesn't taste too peppery, but doesn't taste too whatever. Because I have no idea what's in it. I haven't looked at the calories, I haven't looked at the macros. I haven't eaten rice cakes or cottage cheese in years, and the cottage cheese calls itself low fat, but I don't know what that means. Is it high protein or is it high carb? And like even just tomato. I haven't eaten tomato in a long time. Not that tomato is bad, it's just that I haven't had it in a long time. It's a lot of like flavors and textures too, which is like I enjoy that sort of stuff, but I don't often get it from chicken. You know, like I only eat chicken, so I could have cut the tomato a little thinner, but I think it was really ripe and I was nervous. So they're quite thick chunks, but... And the rice cake, corn thin, is really thin. Whoa, cottage cheese is yummy. Wow. I forgot how much I like cottage cheese. This is really yummy. I have mushrooms in the fridge. I don't know what to do with them. I put them in my beef stew thing that I made last week. Right. One down. It is actually really enjoyable. Whew. I can't believe I'm eating this right now. Like, is anyone else like, oh my god. Never thought I'd be able to eat stuff like this again. It's such a sad statement to make. Pan fry them with tomato. Interesting. And then you just eat it like that? See, I would pan fry it with bacon and cream and then add it to chicken. But then I think that's like, why not just eat the chicken? This is crazy. I never thought I'd eat this again. That's really weird. Like, I'm just eating it like it's no big deal. Actually, that's a lie. I'm filming it right now. And talking about the fact that it's a big deal. So, yeah. So, if you ever want to know why I say don't get an eating disorder, it's because, like, it just steals so much joy from your life. And it makes simple things like eating a meal just difficult when it doesn't need to be. And now I'm taking the however long it's going to take to be okay with it again. I don't know. So, Moshi, would you consider this a meal or a snack? Because I'm pretty sure I'd consider it a meal, but I don't know. But it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to eat again when I'm hungry again. Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Like, I'm hungry, so I'll eat. I also have this really weird thing about messy foods. And as soon as you add salt to tomato, it draws out all the moisture, which makes it really, like, drip water. I'm only 5'10", 5'2", 5'2", 160 centimeters. I think that is a meal. Because I was hungry before. And now I'm not. So, okay, good. That was a meal. That was, I mean, meal or not, that was food that I just ate. Yeah, you'd be like over a foot taller than me, Moshi. Oh my god. That annoys me because on this arm, I've got that. On the other arm, I don't. And I don't know what it is. Well, I have it, but yeah, so that's, I'm feeding all my muscles. Anyway, don't know what that was about. Should I have some chocolate? Wow. I'm just gonna sit with the feeling for a bit. Apparently that's what people do. They finish eating and then they wait. Wait, me? 5'2"? Or... Crocky. I have an entire Easter egg, like Easter bunny, that I've only eaten the ears of, and I don't know what to do with the rest of it. I mean, eat it, I guess. But it's gonna take a while. Whew. Sorry, I know this is really boring just watching someone sit and nod, but I'm just like letting the food do its thing, letting myself like be okay with it, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're not gonna eat something, you can throw it away. No, I don't like throwing away food. That's why I don't buy food that I don't want to eat. But now I have to remind myself that I want to eat everything. God, I love the look of that arm. Look at it. The other arm is just not quite as impressive. Anyway. Save the pepper taste. I can't taste the pepper, thank God. I'm not the biggest fan of pepper, but I'm trying to like build my tolerance. I don't know why. Are your lips searing? No, thankfully not. Doing okay. Sorry, I'm really trying to like... It's all good. I'm good. It's good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I don't know. How is everybody? I feel good. I think that was kind of all I wanted to test with the YouTube stream, because I really just wasn't sure why I wasn't going live. But then I watched a video and it's like, oh no, once you've gone live, you need to hit go live, and then you have to share it through the sharing link instead of like it just being obvious. Like, nothing about YouTube these days is obvious to me, so there's that. Maybe I'm thirsty. Or maybe I just need to chill out for a second. Also, I realized if I don't eat, well, it's not that I don't eat almonds anymore, but like if I don't have to eat almonds, I can eat anything. And I don't know what I want to eat instead. You good? Still working on the 2 days a week? Nice. 2 days a week is good. I think I work on average about 3 days a week, because I study the others. I work 3 days a week, study 3 days a week, get 1 day off. But at this stage, because study is online, it's really difficult. I am not doing so well, which is upsetting, but it's okay. Oh, I should find out if the reason for my low mark is up. And yeah, it's been kind of nice to like have time, like not having to go to uni, because I like going to uni, but I also really like not leaving my apartment, if I'm honest. And it's good to like be on my own. I'm all alone. No. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna check Your work has suffered. Oh no. That sucks. Do I have feedback? No. Why not? Starting classes in June. Oh, nice. It's all online, yeah. It's really frustrating because anyone ever looked into Bitcoin? I wanted to do Bitcoin, but I'm not smart enough for that. I want feedback on my assignment because it obviously sucked. Section marks and feedback are available via Turnitin if you want clarification about your marks or how your marks were allocated. 24 hours. Read the feedback. What feedback? Via the course site. If you receive feedback that your assignment topic was not well defined, well, yeah. I don't think that's a problem that I got. I don't understand what my feedback is. I can't find the feedback. And I want to know what the feedback is. Because I want to know why I didn't do very well. You know a little about Bitcoin? Oh, that's funny. For those who have lost track, it is Blursday the 14th of Maprelary. Maprelay. Oh, I like it. Report information has been put up for a few weeks now. Ooh, whoops. Check the FAQs. Past sessions. Oh, I love it when lecturers send out group emails to the entire class and it's got memes in it. Like, that doesn't happen very often. I'm easily amused. So yeah, no. Oh wait, submissions inbox. I just don't know where I'm supposed to find these fucking... If you were good at the buying and selling of it, then yes, it was worth it. Kind of like the stock market, yeah. I think if anything, I would probably look at stocks first. Because I think maybe Bitcoin is a little bit unpredictable. But I don't really know much of anything, so who knows? Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I've got a lecture at 3, but I've got to watch another lecture, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it, like, a lot. And I might do it more often now that I know how, because honestly, I feel so stupid for not knowing that after you hit start streaming and then you look at your creator studio, you had to hit go live. Because that's just obviously so, like, obvious. It's not just hit one button like it is on every other platform that you go live on. You have to hit 5 more. So, silly me. But now that I know how to stream again, I'm going to do it more. So thanks for hanging out, and thanks for helping me with my watch time. Sorry. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, so that you can see when I go live next time. But I think everyone in chat right now is subscribed, so that's cool. I'm glad. Because apparently 95% of my YouTube views come from non-subscribed people, which I just find offensive, because if you're watching my content, you obviously want to be subscribed, because then you can know when my content comes up, because it's not that often or like consistent or regular. So yeah, same with my streams. Now I'm thinking that the way I have to stop this stream is by hitting the end stream button on the YouTube website, then hit stop streaming on the OBS. I could be totally wrong. Thanks for hanging out, Matthew and A Player and Moshi and everyone else who is now in chat that has not said anything because it's just offensive. No, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, and it got 2 likes. Yay. Okay, well, that was everything. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'm going to go now, I promise. Goodbye. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon, maybe. I also have videos that I got to edit and upload, so you can see them too. So make sure you subscribe. I'll shut up now. Goodbye.